In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, nestled between the river Tigris and Euphrates, lay the great city of Babylon. But before Babylon was Babylon, there was a time when all the people of the earth were gathered together in one place. They spoke one language and followed one king. And they had a dream, a wild dream, to reach the heavens by building a tower so tall that its top would touch the stars. But as they climbed higher and higher, something incredible happened. As we know it, human history began in the Fertile Crescent. Here, among the hills of Shurapak and the banks of the river Euphrates, humankind took its first steps towards greatness. In the beginning, there was only one language, one tongue for all the people. It was a time of unity, a time of peace. As the centuries passed, people began to spread out across the face of the earth. They settled in the fertile lands of Sumer and Akkad, building homes and raising families. And as their numbers grew, so did their knowledge and their skills. Soon they were crafting tools from bronze and making beautiful works of art. But as the people prospered, their hearts grew proud. They boasted and bragged, and soon their thoughts turned to the heavens. They decided to build a tower, a monument to their greatness that would reach the very stars. So they gathered together in the plains of Shinar, all of them, the people of Sumer, the people of Akkad, and those who came from the east and the west. Together they labored, lifting heavy stones and laying them one on top of the other. The tower grew taller and taller, reaching high above the clouds. As the work continued, more and more people came to see it. From far away, the tower looked like a huge mountain, and the people thought it must be pleasing to the gods. But as the tower neared completion, something amazing happened. The people at the top could hear the sounds of other languages being spoken below, and it confused them. They couldn't understand what was being said, and fear began to spread. As the sun rose the next morning, a strange wind swept across the plains of Shinar. It carried with it a message from God, a message that confused their minds even more. He divided their languages so that no one could understand the other. And this is the hidden truth. When God confused the languages of mankind, it wasn't just at the Tower of Babel, it was everywhere, all over the earth. People didn't understand each other anymore. Those who worked together on the tower were now separated into different groups, each speaking their own language. They tried to continue building the tower, but it was impossible. They didn't understand each other. They couldn't communicate. So they gave up and went their separate ways. Some went east. Others went west, and still others settled in the land of Sumer. And that is why you won't find any records of the Tower of Babel in ancient Sumerian texts. The ancient Sumerians believed that the tower reached the heavens, but the Babylonians knew the truth. They knew that the tower had been destroyed and that God had scattered the people across the face of the earth. The ancient Hebrews also knew the story of Babel, but they had a different explanation for it. They believed that it was Nimrod, the son of Cush, who built the tower. Nimrod was a mighty hunter and a skilled builder. He wanted to create a city that would be the center of the world, a city that would be so great that people would have to use catapults to get around. But God saw what he was doing and became angry. He sent a great flood to destroy the city and its people. Only a few survived, and they fled to the mountains. And that's how the world was thrown into chaos. The Tower of Babel was a disaster, a failure. It never reached the heavens, and it never brought the people together. But it did accomplish one thing. It showed the world that no matter how hard we try, we can't reach the heavens without God's help. We need his guidance and his protection. So let us remember the lesson of Babel, that pride comes before the fall, and that we should always rely on God for help. The Tower of Babel is a mystery. No one knows for sure if it ever existed. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't learn from its story. It teaches us about the power of language, the importance of understanding each other, and the dangers of pride. As we look around us today, we see so much division and misunderstanding. People are fighting each other because they don't understand each other. They're using their words to hurt each other instead of helping each other. But the story of the Tower of Babel reminds us that we're all one family, the human race. We may speak different languages and come from different cultures, but we're all children of God, and we should treat each other with love and respect.